Centre 81 means a lot for me because before that I was very much trapped indoors, didn't have a community with other people of my own kind, and so for me it's very important because it's made me make new friends, made me more independent, give me a great self-esteem with my life, because there's nothing worse than looking at 3 walls and a window. The people are great, the help is always here when I need it, and that means a lot to me. Centre 81 opened that door for me, and that was it. I came here, met all the people, met the staff, loved it, and I've never looked back.
Princess, my daughter, just forget this figure of speech nonsense and let's talk about the matter in hand.
Very aware of the disadvantages a lot of disabled people have, to try and make it better for particularly local people in Yarmouth, which isn't always as good as perhaps it could be.
Anybody not agree? We've actually got nobody that needs to stand down this year from our existing group of trustees.
Apart from the social aspect of it, I'm now a member on the committee, I'm a trustee.
The first day I came in here, I was in my wheelchair. I had no legs, I didn't know what to expect. I was 27 stone. They greeted me as though I'd been here for years. Centre 81 basically got my life back together. They put me back on the map to do things. And it also, gave my family that little bit more of a break from me, who was just sitting at home, wallowing and doing nothing. When I first came here, there was swimming. Went to go doing a little bit of swimming. Then there was the craft, which I got into quite well. There was lots of craft things going on, which we could sell on the stalls at the local church for doing fundraising. Bowls at the time was going on, and also sailing. Sailing was one of the main things.
When I got the sling tail, I thought she'd be walking it. Sound like my doors at home. It's great.
Well, Centre 81 gives me a lot of friendship from the people what come here. That gives me confidence. We have a good time here, and we all get on well, and we laugh a lot and joke a lot, and there's always something to do, and there's always something going on. I would feel very isolated without the centre, and lonely. We're like one big family, and we can share our problems and support each other in that way. We help one another by just talking to each other with problems and what have you, and that'd be awful, really. I love coming here and being with people. That's a wonderful place to be.
Well, if Centre 81 didn't exist, as I said, I basically wouldn't be here. It was a time in my life where I needed to be out, I needed to meet people, and that wasn't happening. My only existence was the remote control in the chair, watching the telly, and these people here are fantastic.
I wouldn't have anything to do. I wouldn't be able to see anybody. I much prefer to be here with people that I can talk to and associate with. It's like a family to me.
If Centre 81 didn't exist, then there is nothing else out there. There is nothing else available in the community for anybody like myself or anybody else. And it would deeply traumatise us. I would go back to a life of at home, being more frustrated, being more depressed, because depression is a very big thing for people like ourselves. It has a real effect on our well-being as well. Without meeting people, staff here, and also meeting people of our own kind, and being able to confide in the staff and be able to confide in other people like ourselves.
If Centre 81 didn't exist, it would have a devastating effect on the local people in Great Yarmouth. Centre 81 provides a lot of things that you don't always think about. One of the biggest things that the centre provides is door-to-door transport. Get a taxi is very expensive, and door-to-door are a lot cheaper. That's one of the reasons. It's also very accessible for all sorts of wheelchairs, and they can help people get to and from at quite a reduced price. Drivers at the door-to-door in Centre 81 are brilliant. They'll take you shopping in if necessary. They'll make sure you're safely at your door, and they won't just sort of dump you off the bus and say goodbye, see you again.
Let go of my hands.
Transport is absolutely fantastic. The drivers are excellent, very helpful, very jolly. I know that I'm going to get home, so for me that's fantastic.
Centre 81 needs a new build. I mean, a lot of the buildings are, for a better word, prefabricated. I don't know how old they are. Some of them are quite old. They're just put up. They're still fairly watertight at the moment, but I don't think they've got that much life left in them. We haven't got enough space, basically. And we could do an awful lot more if the buildings were designed in a different way.
There isn't the space here now because we've grown so much, and we need a bigger place to have more rooms to do different things in.
We need a new build to give the people, new people and old people, new things to do, new activities, more things for them to achieve.
I think it's very important to get a new Centre 81 because I don't think the buildings within the centre at the moment have a very long shelf life left, and so therefore it's imperative that if we continue the service that Centre 81 gives to the community, and that's the whole community, not just if you're disabled, because if you imagine that people coming here for the day, and it's not just a day centre, it's an activity centre, it gives the carers or a wife, a husband or whatever, time on their own, and knowing that the person who's coming to the centre is going to be looked after, and not only looked after, but they are doing what they want to do.
You have 3 wishes, Aladdin. You have 3 wishes, Aladdin. Maybe you should ask the audience for help.
We could wish for lots of money.
There's a lot of things that are in the pipeline that if they come off will be a fantastic Centre 81.
It'd be great for the community. It'd be great for Great Yarmouth and the other communities. So it would branch out and be able to let other members that are out there, that are at the hidden generations, are not able to get out and about into places like this. So yeah, it would be fantastic.